The Galactic Defense Academy's alarm sirens hadn't echoed in nearly 3,000 years. Yet now, they wailed across 47 training halls as the sharpest tactical minds of 100 species scrambled for cover behind furniture reinforced to survive antimatter detonations. At the center of the panic, 16-year-old Alexis Park sat calmly cross-legged on the parade ground, tapping on a battered tablet held together with duct tape and what looked suspiciously like chewing gum. Warning. Breach detected in Sector 7, the Academy's AI roared. Breach in Sector 12. Breach in system integrity. All sectors compromised. Shield protocols corrupted. The massive transparent barrier that protected the Academy, engineered to withstand the assault of an entire fleet, flickered uncertainly like a dying street lamp. Then, against all logic, it began projecting something absurd. Crude human memes from Earth's archaic internet. Commander Star, a towering 9-foot Draxian with armor-like scales that could deflect plasma blasts, cautiously peeked out from behind his fortified desk at the human girl. "What in the stars are you doing?" "Homework." Without looking up, Alexis answered. "Professor Gree told us to demonstrate creative problem-solving with limited resources. So, yeah, homework." Above them, the shield now looped cat videos, purring kittens rolling across the dome for all to see. Alexis had been humanities' first exchange student at the Academy. The Council had accepted her as a gesture of mock kindness, allowing the primitive species to send a child to observe actual military training. They'd handed her outdated gear, restricted her access, and constantly reminded her of humanity's low status. But they hadn't counted on her actually paying attention during shield theory lessons. "Your defenses are remarkable," Alexis said, fingers moving furiously. 9th-gen quantum barriers, self-repairing lattice, adaptive frequency shifts. Really impressive. The shield instantly turned violet and began blasting Earth's infamous Rick Roll video across the campus. "But here's the flaw," she continued, finally glancing up. Around her, the bravest soldiers in the galaxy were using tactical equipment as makeshift hiding places. A Venerian stormtrooper had wedged himself under a cafeteria table. "You built your shields to stop energy barrages, physical strikes, dimensional tears, even psychic assaults. You prepared for everything except," she paused deliberately, "someone just asking politely." "What?" Commander Star raised his head slightly higher. "Your AI is brilliant. It scans millions of hostile patterns every second. I simply made a maintenance request, the kind used by cleaning drones. I asked it, please run a diagnostic. While it was busy, I asked it, please check if these cat videos were a danger. Then I suggested it might display them for peer review. The dome blared, never gonna give you up, at a volume that broke 3 interstellar treaties." Alexis grinned. "Your most advanced defense system, defeated by courtesy and multitasking." The AI overloaded itself trying to process harmless requests. Professor Griggs, a crystalline being who had literally authored the shield manuals, crawled out from behind a blast wall. You hacked our defenses with manners and memes." "Don't forget the memes," Alexis replied. 94% of its processing is now trying to understand why humans laugh at these images. The other 6% is stuck debating if a hot dog qualifies as a sandwich. Slowly, the military's elite emerged from hiding, eyes fixed on the human teenager who had just crippled their greatest safeguard. "This is absurd," thundered Admiral Thorne, whose species invented the original Matrix. "Our system has been tested against every imaginable attack scenario." "And that's your mistake," Alexis said, handing him her taped-up tablet. "Humans excel at finding what isn't imaginable. You built a fortress with walls 1,000 feet high, but left the front door wide open because you never expected someone to just knock." With a final tap, the shields returned to normal, though later it was noted they occasionally flickered into cat faces when no one was watching. "Oh, and by the way," Alexis added casually as guards arrived, "you should probably update your cafeteria payment system. I accidentally gave myself unlimited lunch credits while ordering a sandwich. Turns out your cybersecurity protects against invasions but not snacks." As they escorted her to a disciplinary board, Commander Thar caught himself humming that cursed Rick Astley tune. Against his better judgment, his respect for humanity grew considerably. The official record would state that a human student exposed vulnerabilities in the Academy's defenses through unconventional testing. The unofficial story, whispered across corridors and mess halls, was simpler. A teenage human with broken tech had forced the galaxy's greatest warriors to cower behind furniture. Earth's request for full membership in the Galactic Military Alliance was approved the very next day.